Hello, this is Raymond Fu from EMS Now here at Nepcon Shenzhen. Today I'm joined by Gary Stoffer. He's the Director of Global Marketing at OKI International. And on my right is Paul Wood. Paul is the Advanced Product Applications Manager at OKI International. Welcome, gentlemen.
Morning.
Okay. Gary, perhaps we'll start off with you. Could you tell us about the main product that you're featuring at this show?
Well, the main product that we're featuring is this product right behind us. It's called the Scorpion system. It's designed for advanced package rework. Some of the unique features of this machine and the real competitive advantages that we have in the marketplace is we're all aware of component miniaturization. So components getting smaller. When they get smaller, two things are created. They're harder to handle and they're harder to see. Some of the unique properties of this machine and our thermal profiling facilitate the rework process. As far as seeing these, this machine has a true high definition feature, so the ability and clarity, ultimately the resolution that we can see these very small 01, 0005 components gets much easier. So we're really excited about this machine. We've launched it at the beginning of this year in the US, Europe, and Asia. We're getting a lot of traction in the marketplaces. We've put this machine on evaluation criteria at some of the larger contract manufacturers, and we're getting extremely good feedback to its competitors. The clarity, the ability that we can rework these components on. Really, we feel we've really hit the sweet spot with this, and we priced this to be very interesting in the market.
Right.
So we're really hoping to change the growth trajectory of our rework business with this machine.
Right. And of course, OKI International had a joint seminar just before the show started here in Shenzhen.
Yep.
Do you plan to have more seminars here in China? And could you tell us about some of the successes that you had previously?
Right. One of the things we're going to market with is there's many things beyond selling, and what we're trying to do is create the education. There's 30, 40 years of intelligence in our company, and we want to impart this knowledge within the contract manufacturers. We know our customers are having some day-to-day challenges on soldering, on reworking of small components, and our goal is to create that education and impart that. And through these seminars, we want to create and be the solutions provider, because we feel our products have the answers. We also need to impart that education. So that's an ongoing process, and we're looking forward to continuing that.
Thanks, Gary. Thanks for sharing that. And of course, we have the machine over here, and perhaps Paul, you could tell us more about the features of this machine. Sorry, Gary.
Yeah, well, to begin with, we created our own software platform. So what we're doing is similar to what you have on smartphones. We've made it icon-based, so that we don't need a lot of translation. Although on the software, we do have tooltips in 8 different languages, so that helps the Chinese operator read in Chinese. It's not just English. We also don't have to buy an off-the-shelf Windows PC. It's embedded in the machine. This machine is 18 inches square, and that's it. Plug it in the wall. There's no air required. Everything is self-contained. And we have 2 heads. This is for the fine placement, and this is for general rework. If you didn't want to do cell phone technology components, you could buy a machine at a lower price. Then we've also made what we call a smart camera, and we've applied for patents on this. So I'm not going to go into a lot of details on it, but it's not using a prism with a camera to look top and bottom. We're using 2 cameras, so it's a very...
So you have a multi-dimensional view?
Yeah, so let me show you quickly here.
Yeah.
I can turn on the vacuum, and I can pick up a component here.
Right.
And then swing this out, and then when we bring this out, we have a camera here and a camera looking at the board. So when you see that picture on the screen, if you can look at this screen here, we would see the component top and bottom.
Right.
So then you make your adjustments, do your rotation, push the camera back, and this is manual. This comes down, places the component. This is off a pick and place machine,
Right.
so it won't crush the component. We then release the component. The light goes off to say it's released. Come across here, and now we cook it.
Oh, okay.
So it's very fast, very quick, and this slide assembly and everything is going to last hundreds of thousands of cycles.
Right.
So we built it rugged because, you know, operators are pretty rough on equipment in Asia.
Right.
They don't really take that much care, so there's no motorizing, there's no software to create a program. Operator can do everything that they want in whatever sequence they want.
Right.
So that's really the secret to this machine. It's very quick, and you know the price point is competitive with those Chinese machines. So it's an American-made machine. It's not made in China. Allows us to sell to the military, and you know this is a similar design to my first machine many years ago for OKI, and we think it's really going to take off well.
And I see that there's a lot of amount of flexibility as well in terms of customization for the
Yes, and we also have a unique preheater where we put nozzles in the bottom of the machine so we can create a hot spot underneath the component.
Right.
And we will not reflow, you know, connectors or anything on the outside. So, and then from this type of board, you go to a cell phone on the same machine. So.
Thank you very much, Paul. Thanks for
Okay.
sharing the features of the
Thanks very
machine.
much.
Thanks. Have a good show.